I've got Goblin Pile Driver.
And what's a Warren Instigator?
Warren
That's
Instigator is RR double strike.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the 2-mana lackey.
Sweet.
Jesse Hatfield on the other end is playing No Rug. It's a rug aggro deck that has blue cards for utility and has the Natural Order Progenitus combo as an endgame plan.
Jesse Hatfield, he's one of the brothers, correct?
Yes, he's one of the Hatfield brothers.
Made famous by Legacy.
Yes, they are two of the people who have been like most instrumental in the Legacy community and really making this into a real format.
Yeah.
So
Goblin Lackey number 2. First Goblin Lackey gets Lightning Bolt, and second gets Force of Will. And now, does he have a third? I mean, there's not many 1-drops, so maybe it's an Aether Vial, maybe?
Could be an Aether Vial.
Lackey number 3. Like, I drew all of them.
If you're Jesse, you have to be a little bit frustrated by a triple Lackey draw.
It's just a Vial.
Just a Vial.
And with only 3 cards in Nicholas's hands, and Jesse has 4 cards, I like how this format always comes down. Like, in the first 2 turns, everyone just has like 3 cards in hand.
Yeah. You've already interacted a lot at that stage of the game.
What's that red card he just drew?
That's a Lava Dart, isn't it? Or no, it can't be. He doesn't have that card.
I mean, it could be a Grim Lavamancer.
Grim Lavamancer. Yeah, it's a Lavamancer.
That seems pretty good against goblins.
Yes. All right, now Jesse's got a main phase Brainstorm here. It's a pretty interesting grip he's looking at. He has 1 more land, and he has a Noble Hierarchy cast on that land. He's probably going to have to put back a Force because he just doesn't really have the cards to support that right now.
Yeah.
He's going to play Misty Rainforest, crack it. Going to find probably a Tropical Island. That's what I would assume he would get.
Just for the map, for having all the correct colors.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have, like, redundancy with your blue mana. He's playing cards like Vendilion Click, and just when you have Brainstorms and Ponders.
But don't you want to get that Lavamancer active? Yeah, he went and got the red-green duel.
Taiga? Yeah, that's good, too. That makes sense. I mean, it basically just needs to get green. Red redundancy is good because he has the Lavamancer in hand.
And you definitely want to get that active, so... Because if it takes a turn, then Grim Lavamancer... Or not Grim... Gem Palm Incinerator then becomes an issue. And no, he just wanted to get a Noble Hierarch into play.
And I don't hate that.
Well, if he has Progenitus, or if he has Natural Order, then...
Yeah, then he might just be going for it next turn. I mean, he doesn't have a third land, however. So he needs to draw that third land in order to Natural Order next turn and put the Scaly Dragon into play. Alright.
So is this going to be a Chieftain?
That's what I would expect it to be. He grabs some Badlands.
Splash of Warren
Weirding, and post-board he probably has some discard spells. And
Consuming Vapors.
Ooh, really? I mean, that's an answer to Progenitus and Emrakul, and one of the ways that people have been beating goblins in the past year or so has been to drop a Progenitus or an Emrakul onto the table, so Consuming Vapors doesn't actually seem like that bad of a card.
So that's a Goblin Chieftain. What's the one that makes him all cheaper? Because he's not running that.
He doesn't have War Chief in his deck?
He does not have Goblin War Chief in his deck.
That's like...
So here's his deck list.
Unforgivably interesting.
2 Siege Gang, 4 Ringleader, a Bortus Liege, 4 Matron, 4 Chieftain, 4 Instigator, 4 Lackey, 4 Incinerator, 4 Vial, 4 Tarfire, 3 Warren Weirding. Tarfire just seems awkward.
Yeah, I mean, how do you not have War Chief?
3 Warren Weirding seems a lot too, right?
Yeah, that is a lot. I mean, normally you have 1, and then you can Matron for it.
Well, so he didn't have the Natural Order. He drops... And
That's
Goblin Chieftain is not
it.
really a card that's played either, is it?
No.
Because War Chief gives you haste as well. Alright, Incinerator takes down the Grim Lava Mancer. See, I wanted to get that Grim Lava Mancer into play to get it active before something goes
that makes
down.
a lot of sense. Now, Nicholas is paying 1. Let's see what happens here. And it's a Tarfire. And that's pretty sick, actually.
Just
Mental
like,
Misstep takes it
okay,
out.
that's awkward, but I'll counter it.
Yeah, he's like, okay. Cool.
Alright, so that comes in 6 damage. If he has Vortus Liege, it becomes 8 damage.
Yeah.
No, just a Ringleader, that's it.
Ringleader's pretty good.
Flips Tarfire, takes it. Incinerator takes it. And so that's pretty decent.
That's pretty good.
And now you can just drop the other
The other Warren Instigator comes into
Warren
play.
Instigator. With
And,
Tarfire in hand, Gem Palm, you can kill any creatures.
Yeah, and at this point,
Progenitus does nothing.
yeah, Progenitus doesn't even do it. He just has
Nothing does it. I think you
presenting.
can't win this game.
presenting way too much damage.
I've said it before in these matches and I was wrong, but I don't think there's a way that Jesse can win this.
Yeah, with what he has in his main deck, it just seems impossible right now.
Yeah, so when I was doing commentary with
Gavin?
Gavin Verhey, I said in one of the games, I'm like, there's 100% chance player A cannot win this game. And then he won.
Sometimes
You
it's
get
just
there.
how the cookie crumbles. I remember I've won games where afterward I was just like, I don't understand how that happened.
No, this game was like, his opponent had to make a couple mistakes, he had to get lucky, it was unreal. Alright, so Jesse's...
Showing us Warren Instigator.
Yeah, Nicholas likes his Warren Instigators.
It's instigating us a bit.
He's all excited about his new brew of goblins.
Jesse Hatfield.
Getting
Pops that. Grabs a Dryad Arbor.
You know, that's a play that I'm kind of excited about with Modern as well.
Modern?
Green Sun Zenith for
Dryad Arbor.
Dryad
Yeah,
Arbor.
Green Sun Zenith is going to be at worst a Llanowar Elf.
Yeah,
And
I like that being in Modern as well.
it has a lot of other applications as well. Like you can use it as a way to kill main deck, to have main deck enchantment and artifact removal. So he had the natural order in hand the whole time. Why didn't he just jam that?
Because of he's playing against goblins, Warren weirding. You don't want to get viled up and just get nuked.
Yeah, but then if he...
Well, of course he didn't know about the Tarfires. I mean, yeah, the game's over. Jesse's not giving his opponent credit enough to have Tarfire. And now his opponent's like, well, I'm just going to do this. He's like, okay, you got me.
Yeah.
All right, so Jesse takes a loss, but he has another Grim Lava Mancer in his sideboard, and that's about it.
It looks like it's all he's got.
Yeah. I saw Pyroblast. First I was thinking Pyroclasm. I'm like, that's pretty sweet tech.
Yeah, but he is going to need to...
On the other side, though, Nicholas has Perish, Red Elemental Blast, another Warren's Weirding. That's 4 of them. Consuming. He has a sideboard. I think this matchup is going to go to the very
Goblins
obscure
player.
Goblins deck.
For sure.
Maybe he had he figured out the format and has it all figured out.
Yeah, I mean, Tarfire doesn't seem that bad, to be honest. I mean, it's another way to deal with Lavamancer. It deals with Noble Hierarch.
It seems good in this matchup. It seems pretty bad.
You're
Like
right. In
Zoo.
general, it's just bad. Like, there's no way it's better than Pile Driver, which just kills people immediately, mercilessly,
yeah.
with protection from blue. So Merfolk, like, isn't that the whole reason this deck beats Merfolk? Because of Pile Driver?
And maybe just a ton of... It gets the goblins on the board faster than they get the Merfolk.
Well, I mean,
think of like with Ringleader and they get all cheaper and Aether Vial. That seems faster than just the anthems of all the guys. Incinerator kills
a Lord, yeah.
where they can't kill the other person's lords. They have counter magic, but...
Yeah, I mean, normally it's like a nightmare matchup for Merfolk, so maybe it still is. but like Pile Driver just seems really good in general. Like he can't be bounced by Jace, but he works really well with the man lens, which I'm not sure if he's playing.
I mean,
like,
I don't know why there isn't there, but you know, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe this is the Goblin deck he likes playing. I mean, you know, Ringleader gets a lot of just as many cards. They might not be Pile Drivers, but they're Tarfires. Maybe you need that reach. I mean, your Ad Nauseam player is not going to play around Tarfire.
That's true. They're like, all right, I'm at 2. Tendrils you. I'm like, Tarfire you. You know what the most unbelievable part about Tarfire is in this deck? That it makes your opponent's Tarmogoyfs bigger.
Yeah.
As if it wasn't like.
No, I know. Yeah, it makes them bigger.
It's a tribal card.
I mean, that's why you Warren Weirding them.
Exactly.
It is. That's why he has 4 copies of it. And Kasumi, no, he's going to Tarfire the face, and then Kasumi Vapors gain an extra life. This kid's got it all figured out.
I do like his shirt though.
What's his shirt?
I don't know. It's got a dragon on it.
Oh, I thought maybe you knew what it was.
No, I have no idea.
Dragons are pretty cool though.
It also says like ARG, just like something pirates say. I like pirates.
Pirates and dragons.
Pirates and dragons.
It's the new dual decks.
Yeah, pirates versus dragons. I think dragons would win that one.
I was so mad when Pirates vs. Ninjas didn't come out.
Pirates vs. Ninjas was going to come out?
Their April Fools was Pirates vs. Ninjas.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh, it was a couple of years ago. It was amazing. Like, Mistform Ultimus was in each of them. And they, like, drew on Mistform Ultimus and made, like, one was a pirate, one was a ninja. And it was just, like, drawing a really bad, like, eye patch and a parrot.
Awesome.
And the other one just had, like, a mask and, like, a samurai sword. It was really sweet. Like, the ninja deck looked really good, and the pirate deck looked really bad, but the pirate deck had, like, $400 in, like, dual lands. Its mana base was just unreal. It's like 4 Underground Sea, 4 Polluted Delta.
Pirates.
Yeah. Arg.
I mean, I remember the Pirates. Rishadon Footpad. All those guys.
Well, yeah, they were all pirates and ships. They had, like, Ghost Ship.
I bet Ghost Ship's pretty good. Pirate Ship's pretty good, even.
All right, so players pick up their 7s. Arg. I don't think Jess is happy with a 7.
He doesn't look happy. But that was a Lockman-esque. We keep
showtiming it.
When you see your opponents put their hands on their mouths, it usually means that whatever they're trying to project is untrue. It's a useful piece of information for those of you who don't play a lot of live Magic.
All right, we just found out that ARG is actually for Alter Reality Games. So, sweet shirt, Alter Reality Games.
We like it. Dragons. All right, and does he have a 1-drop?
He does. Of course he does.
And it's a Lackey again.
Starting off with the Lackeys. Jesse does not respond to that.
Yeah, which tells me that Jesse's got a way to interact with that already. In his
I think
hands.
I already see it. I see a lightning bolt.
All right, now Jesse's going to bolt this Lackey, prevent himself from staring down a turn 2 Siege Gang Commander or something of that
down,
else.
Vial in. And no land, just
no
says
land.
Go.
Ooh. Well.
Good start for Jesse.
Very good start for Jesse. All right, he gets to play Noble Hierarch and a Dryad Arbor this turn.
And that'll be really good if he has Natural Order.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He'll just play the Dryad Arbor. No, because the Dryad Arbor doesn't have a mana then. He must not. He doesn't have Natural Order.
I mean, I think I'd still have just played it in case I drew it, because then you can do it unmolested.
Mm-hmm.
He does have a Goyf in hand, though. which can get pretty huge if his opponent casts the
Does he have
Tarfire.
a Goyf? I don't think he has a Goyf.
Well, what's that green card?
Dried Arbor?
No, he's green card at the back of his hand, too.
Wooded Foothills?
No, you're right. Old Borders.
Get you every time. Do you know what doesn't have old borders?
New cards?
The new modern format.
Oh, you're right?
Huh?
Got in there just in time to have new borders on all the cards.
Well, that's why it's called modern. It's all
Yeah.
the modern cards.
I'm really excited about that format.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Jake Finland even talked himself into going and trying to grind in.
Yeah, I am going to be attempting to grind into the Pro Tour. I have no idea what I'm playing yet.
Last night at supper, after spending all day with Magic, all I want to do is just have fun, hang out, tell some jokes. Van Lunen sitting over in the corner, scribbling on a notepad, trying to figure out deck lists.
Yeah, I mean, I need to break it. There's only so much time.
3 weeks and counting. Actually, now it's like 19 days that tournament starts.
Yeah.
Actually, in 3 weeks, the finals will be being played out right now. The top 8.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll be there.
Yeah. So Dried Arbor gets sacked to Warren Weirding. Another line comes down. Bunch of Noble Hierarchs, 2 Force of Wills in hand for Jesse, and a Lightning Bolt. And this game looks slowly going to be getting out of Jesse's control. Lightning Bolt and Force of Will do not beat Vial in a handful of goblins.
Yeah, I mean, as long as Nicholas has like as little as a matron in hand, it's all but over.
He has Warren Weirding, Incinerator. Like, he just does not want creatures to live. I just want to see a Progenitus get Consuming Vapored. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Jesse's head will explode if that happens. Like, he plays around Warren Weirding, number 1, number 2, and then gets Consuming Vapored.
All right, so after
See what
pondering
he's
his decision for a bit, Nicholas taps 2 mana, and
Doing what?
are we going to see
Just another Warren Weirding.
another Warden Weirding? It's all right, he's passing back.
Draws a 3rd Noble Hierarch.
Yeah.
Not really what he wanted. No, he wanted it all.
I mean, I'm interested to know why he didn't attack with the Noble Hierarch last turn.
Yeah, I don't know.
It seems like he's just missing points here and there.
Yeah.
And here is another opportunity to attack.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe he doesn't want to attack into the Vial, but there's nothing he could really put into play
No.
while it's on 2, or especially while it was on 1, that's threatening in
Once
any way.
it's on 4, though. Bortus Liege, jeez.
The Bortus Liege will gore him.
I think that was a Matron.
So he drew a Matron?
I think so.
Alright, if he has Matron alongside the Vial on 3, yeah.
Alright, just says go.
Alright, so Jesse draws a natural order off the top.
That's going to make things interesting.
Yeah.
Is that going to be brutal? He has a Warren Weirding and any Matron can go get another one?
Or you can get like Matron Tarfire or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he'll go get Tarfire so he can kill the Noble and Weirding.
Yep.
All next turn. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, you can Tarfire on end step.
No. Oh, it goes to your hand, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Matron, yeah. I was thinking it was top library, but that'd be a very bad card.
Yeah, it wouldn't be very good. There is a card that does that puts it on the top of the library. A Goblin. And it's even a 2/1. And it's still not very good. The Boggart Harbinger.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
For 3 mana. I have played that a couple of times. I liked Lorwyn Limited.
I loved Lorwyn Limited. I was much more often casting Silvergill Dowsers, though.
Yeah,
those are my
so
homeboys.
I was usually going Nightshade Stingers into Spell Center Sprites.
I like it.
That was like my favorite start.
You get your thieving sprites going.
Drop a Glenadriel Trickster and go to town.
And you get a Dowser.
Yeah, Dowser
That's
works
cool.
for that, obviously, but
Yeah.
I just want to attack and do tricksy stuff.
Yeah, if you took any of those cards you mentioned over a Dowser ever, I'd be very upset with you, though.
Dowser was so good.
Yeah.
All right, that does not work. Can he in response? I don't think they're going to allow this. I see a judge call coming soon.
No, Jesse just spins it.
Okay, Nicholas said cycle in response. I'll play the matron, I guess. Wait, you can't draw.
Didn't he just respond to his cycle by doing the matron? And then he drew his card?
Yeah, he did not do that right.
Yeah, there needs to be a judge over there.
Yeah, there needs to be
There's
a judge.
a judge sitting next to them watching it.
The order of that was not correct.
Should we tell somebody?
I mean, it's going to be the same thing. It's one random card plus the one rating, right?
Yeah, I guess it makes...
So a judge technically should be told this, but
Yeah.
there's like, you know, a 3% chance that the game would be warped by this decision. We're just commentators.
Yeah, we have no power. I'm surprised he doesn't tap his 2 Badlands to use Warren Wording right now.
And he has the 4th in hand. Oh, God. Jesse is going to have a story today.
Yes, he will. He'll tell all of his friends. He even has a perish in hand if it doesn't work.
All right, so the mistake that happened was he goes Gem Palm Incinerator. The stack starts with Gem Palm Incinerator targeting Noble Heart. Then in response, he goes Vial, put Matron into play. But what should happen is the Matron's ability should resolve before he draws a card.
Yeah, because he responded to his cycle with it.
So then he drew for the Incinerator and then searched for the Matron. Just it was just a...
It was a stack that was like 2 triggers high, and he resolved 1 trigger before the other. So he drew his card before he searched.
What's the violation again? It's
a warning.
I know it's a warning, but what violation? I want to take the judge test. I mean, like
I don't remember the name of the violation, but I just know it's a warning.
Look it up, yeah.
I've had people do it against me before.
All right, so for anyone that doesn't know this, Jesse has to be fuming because he just got quadruple Warren Weirding.
Yes. I would be fuming. And next turn, he's only going to have 1 land left in play.
Yeah.
His opponent's about to search up a ringleader and then take up his vial and put it into play.
Well, at least this is, this match is going to go quick because I have such a treat for you guys in the middle of the round.
Ooh, we have treats?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I hope we can eat it.
Okay, so they let him change the path that he did it all in.
That's not actually how it happened, but...
No, that's what they corrected it to be. That's what they...
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just ignore
So
what happened.
they corrected it to being that he vialed in the matron and then said matron trigger on the stack and cycled in response. But the cards did not hit the table in that order, so...
No.
It's just...
Tarfire Ringleader.
Lackey.
Oh, that's a lackey? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, just found out that Pat Cox is 2-0, ready to grab 2 trophies.
He's ready to play Edward Trophy Hands tonight.
Edgar Trophy Hands.
Edgar Trophy Hands.
No one else gets to be Trophy Hands, not even Jerry.
Why not?
Because it's just sweet if it's Edgar Trophy Hands.
Yeah, that is pretty sweet.
And plus, Jerry winning 2 trophies doesn't surprise anyone in this world.
He's been playing a long time. Edgar, on the other hand, has been
very well.
Edgar has been playing for less than a year. Still less than a year.
No, it's been more. No way. Edgar's been playing for more than a year.
No, Toronto is the first tournament he went to. The GP.
But it's the first time he ever touched a Magic card.
He only learned the rules not too long before that.
No way.
Yeah, he played Yu-Gi-Oh competitively, and then they stopped having tournaments for that, so he just switched to Magic.
Did not know that. That's unreal. Good switch, Mr. Flores.
I think you found your game.
So, yeah, Nicholas has this one all but locked up. Jesse's been 2 for 1 a couple times.
Yeah, he has been...
Nicholas is gaining so much card advantage with his matrons and ringleaders.
It's pretty tough to like handle that amount of card advantage.
Yeah.
That's one thing that Goblins does so well is they just don't run out of steam. Like normally when you're playing a control deck, you can use cards like Pyroclasm or other wrath effects like Deeds and things like that, and they're very, very good against the aggressive decks because you take out their whole board and then you can just accrue card advantage and grind them out in a long game. But against Goblins, that's very difficult to accomplish because they're getting so many extra cards off their ringleaders and their matrons that you really just can't keep up on cards with them at all.
No. All right, so Ponder. I mean, what can Jesse actually do here? Nothing, right?
Nothing.
He's just gonna play it out, but the game's over. Like, I guess Tarmogoyf could be good.
Yeah, Tarmogoyf would be good.
But now another.
Yeah, I mean, and
Nicholas
does have like a parish in hand even. I guess if it's not, I swear he does. That last card to say it is a parish.
You were like, where's this guy's like pile drivers and where's his chieftain?
Oh no, they're just called parishes and Warren Weirdings.
Yeah, they're all just gonna destroy No Rug.
This has to be the worst matchup ever for Jesse.
It
like
has
this particular build of Goblins, yeah.
I mean, 4 Warren Weirdings, 2 Consuming Vigors, 4 Tire Fires.
It's pretty bad. Parish.
3 Parish. He's
right.
like, oh yeah, he doesn't have an. I forgot he doesn't have another ringleader.
Puts his opponent down to 5. Or I'm sorry, to 8. Yeah.
Oh, that's just a siege gang.
Just a siege gang commander. Your friendly neighborhood siege gang commander. And
I like how he ticked up the vial to 5 and then dropped a siege gang through Lackey. Like, yeah, whatever. I got another one.
Ooh, is that a Geodude? Geodude.
Geodude?
Geodude.
Geodude.
Geodude. I think it's also a Charmander and a Machop.
Wow, that's impressive that you know all of them.
Yeah. A lightning bolt comes down and...
Sure. Jesse is just not giving up.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what... Alright. Well, he has a green Sun Zenith. Can he get some sort of... He could green Sun Zenith for that 1-mana guy from Ice Age you can sacrifice to Fog, right?
That's true. The frog?
Yeah, whatever.
He's from Urza something.
Okay.
Urza's with the